And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got Brook Lopez, and it's Buckets in at the shooting guard position. And for Philadelphia, John Collins out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Carter in at the 3. And remember, Grant, tonight is Game 2 of this 2-game regular season series. How do you like these?
You know, I love them. I mean, they're really interesting. The NBA significantly increased playing the same team in back-to-back games a couple years ago. Of course, it limits travel, but it makes for great games, almost like a mini playoff series of sorts.
Nice shot by Skinny.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Here's the captain. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Skinny passes to the kid. Here's Lopez. Pass to the kid. Here's Lee. He's checked by Carter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lee. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Sixers ball.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. For 3, Maxey buries it from 3.
You got to get out on that. If you're the defender, Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
Here's Skinny. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's the captain. Got a hand on it. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Maxey missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Skinny passes to the kid. Up top, Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Capella with a rebound.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Now here's Maxey. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. Rejected by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Lee. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And Philadelphia calls time here. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
just about halfway through the season. Let's take a look at the East. You look at the Bulls. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, there's Philadelphia, 3 spots down.
When I look at Chicago, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Skinny. 6 points for him. To the middle. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game.
In terms of players who've kept evolving, Clark, I mean, come on. How about Brook Lopez?
Well, Grant, I love the fact that he never stopped improving his game. He folded three-point shooting into his arsenal, and he also became a much more active and intimidating rim protector.
If he hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside, that's helped cause this run.
Here's the captain. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Relentless on the glass. Words are largely about how much you want it.
At the line for Philadelphia, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. A deep 3. Buckets can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And it's Maxey missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Buckets. He buries it from 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Maxey. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic.
Shot clock at 5. And he comes up with a bucket. The captain's got 6.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
Here's Lee. The kid. Offensive rebound. And another shot. Pass to Skinny. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for John Collins.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Philadelphia calls timeout. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
First in steals, first in blocks, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
Ranking number 1 in steals, this team gets after it on the defensive end. They aren't afraid to take chances and go for opportunities to take the ball when they see them. Here's the captain. 6 points for him. To the left wing. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Carter. Knocked away. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He has 6.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Maxey. Capella in the high post. Back to Maxey. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
The first free throw is good, and in terms of the league as a whole, there have been some of the highest scoring seasons in history the last few years, Grant.
Well, BA, it's all about pace, and across the board, teams are playing much, much faster than ever. It also seems like defense might be turning into a lost art, so I don't know if it's all for the best.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Drills it from deep. Buckets has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Collins laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Buckets passes to Skinny. Here's the kid. He has 6. Pass to Buckets. The shot. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's the captain. He has 6. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Here's the kid. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Pass to Skinny. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession. Here's the captain. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Drummond with the bucket.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Lee on the wing. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
Here's Grimes. 9-point game. Tipped. Here's Buckets. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Grimes. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And the shot goes in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Making a change here. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. Chicago, 4th.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Here's DeSumo. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pass to Buckets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. The captain with a rebound.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Got it. Now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. And a missed layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
They get it back. Here's Collins. And they converted last on attempt number 3. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Carter can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's DeSumo. Got a piece of it. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Driving inside. Money. Oh, nice D from Carter.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And here are the Bulls now. They lead by 7. Here's Skinny. Give him 8. Here's Buckets. He drops it from range. Buckets has got 11 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Drummond passes to the captain. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Andrews. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. 35 seconds left in the first. Here's the captain. Give him 8. Outside Carter. Fires it. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Assisted.
23 seconds left in the first quarter here. On the take. Nice shot by Skinny. 12 points for him.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Jesse Andrews. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Sixers, 1 shot.
From way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Bulls leading by 7. We've got more in store for you right after this. Just joining us. We played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Chicago's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. On the court for Chicago. Ball is out there with Ayo Dosunmu, and it's money in at the power forward. The Sixers trailing. And he lobs it up top. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
He's got the lead in the East as votes for him just continue to pour in.
Making the team at all is a privilege for these guys, but winning the top spot in the voting would make it that much more special.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. And the basket by Lee.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Pass to Collins. Nails the 16-footer.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper.
Lee on the wing. He's checked by Carter. The kick out to Ball. 4-3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And it's Maxey missing. Chicago leading. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Here's the captain. He's got 11. Carter from outside. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out of foot, Grant?
You know, BA, that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
He misses the free throw.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
He hits the second from the line. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Over to the wing. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Capella. Here's Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Grimes has got 6 points.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at it. Get to the rack.
Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
A nice shot by the kid. And now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Mr. Moves. No points so far.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Ball. Shoots a fadeaway. Not going to go that time.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
And how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth dance team.
And now it's time to take a look at the top defensive teams in the league right now. Number 1, the Bulls.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
The shot's good. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Maxey surveys. Driving to the basket. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
Ball against Maxey. Pass to the kid. Here's Lee. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Dosunmu for 3. Sinks it from distance. Dosunmu's got 5 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, debating the best players ever, there are different criteria, but Hall of Famer Dr. J said, quote, I think ultimately you have to have that crowning moment where you're a champion, and it's difficult. Sometimes it takes experiencing the loss and figuring it out before you can be successful. It's nothing you can assume or take for granted.
Well, he got his at 83. Thanks, Allie.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Ball passes to Dosunmu. Three-pointer. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Still Sixers ball.
Here's Grimes. They swipe it. Here's Money. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Oh, there's the alley.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
First in steals, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
Ranking #1 in steals. This team gets after it on the defensive end. They aren't afraid to take chances and go for opportunities to take the ball when they see them. Ball passes to Dosunmu. The kick out to Ball. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
Philadelphia shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Here's Mr. Moves. No points yet. Yabusele. Money grabs the miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the basket by Lee.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Pass to the monster to halt the run. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Personal foul. At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. At one point, they led by 16. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That one
foul.
on Capella.
Good utilization of his height and speed to
Shooting
get
for
to the line
Chicago.
that time. Ball
Lonzo
showing you
Ball.
he's got the savvy to
shots.
draw contact.
And that one falls for Ball. Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. And so Ball nails both of them. 76ers have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Lets it fly. And the 76ers get it back. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
A tremendous athlete. Collins showing his quickness to the ball and taking advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Ball passes to Buckets. Back to Ball. Five to shoot. The Bulls with another miss. The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Here's Carter. Buckets with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Collins outside. Puts up a deep three. Carter can't get it to go.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. It's deflected. Here's the captain, covered by Lopez. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Buckets. He's got 11. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Collins. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Buckets. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got his 4th rebound in this one.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now here's Ball, guarded closely. To win the drought. Pass to Buckets. 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Carter from outside. The Kid with a rebound. The Kid's got rebound number 11. Back to Ball. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Carter.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Chicago calls timeout. Making a switch here. And taking a glance now at the league's best shot-blocking small forwards over the past month. Chicago has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Skinny passes to the Kid. Here's Lee. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. they've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Here's Skinny. He's got 12. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tipped. Here's Skinny doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. And that one is hammered home.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Collins passes to the captain. Shoots from 12.
After that insane start, he's really cooled down here in the second quarter.
Releases. Drops one in from the wing.
Assisted by
Buckets has got 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. That's really a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lee, and he drives in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
Here's the captain. 13 points in the game. Pass to Collins. Carter from outside. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one falls for Carter. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problem. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Skinny. Clint Capella out there with John Collins. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's the captain in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Lee misses. Philadelphia shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Collins. There's the block. Pass to the captain. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Skinny passes to the kid. Here's Lee. He's checked by Carter. Jacks up a three. Hits a three-pointer. Buckets has got 16 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Collins. That's tipped. 4 on the clock. And it's Maxey missing.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The captain, that's good. The captain's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Here's Skinny. He's got 14. Nice catch and finish on the lob. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Flashy or not, Lopez can put up points with the best of them.
Here's the captain. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The captain's got 19 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Lee. He's checked by Carter, and there's a 3-second violation.
Third and rebounding, and they're in the top 10 for field goal percentage. They pick their shots well and do a good job not forcing things on that end.
And you mentioned just how well they rebound. This is a team that works hard and knows how to box out. And there's the drive. And Capella gets it to go. Capella's got his third basket on the night right there.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Chicago calls timeout. Taking a look at some numbers here for him. Here's Lee. He's got 10. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lee's got 12 points in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's the captain, right through the D for the layup. The captain's got 21 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
If the defender is giving them that much space, the points are inevitable.
Chicago grabs the miss. Lee's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's buckets. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Collins. He's got 6. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And there's the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Step back and fire. The captain, that's good. The captain's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's Skinny. 14 points for him. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
And the 76ers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions. And these are the top rebounders in the league. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. The Bulls have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the modern NBA game is very perimeter-oriented, and big man Ivica Zubac was talking about it. He said, quote, they want to push it. There's a lot of space for guys to work. The talent in the league is incredible right now, and the NBA wants this to be an offensive game, so it is what it is. Brian, the old-school big man, must adapt or else.
The game has changed so much. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. The captain. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. The captain's got 14 points here in the second half.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
This Sixers squad is struggling. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Chicago ball.
And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the New York Knicks. Then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of three. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. The 76ers have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's the captain. He's got 27. Shot clock at 6 from about 16. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside Carter. Can they get it? Offensive rebound.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Skinny. He's got 18. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's the captain. And the layup falls. The captain's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, Drummond with a block.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's the captain. He's got 31. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And the points off turnovers has really fueled their offense, giving them open floor opportunities and good looks at the bucket. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Buckets from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Buckets has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Picked his pocket. Lee, the pass to Skinny. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Here's Mr. Moves. Still no points. Deflected. And they get it back. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And the basket by Dosunmu.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The 76ers shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. Tipped away. Here's Grimes. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Buckets. Misses the step-back jumper.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
The Sixers with another miss.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Lee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
Now here's Carter. Give him 8. Yep, count it. So it's Chicago now. Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Skinny. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's scoreless. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu.
Sixers ball.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Maxey. He's got 9. Here's Buckets. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Capella's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Chicago ball.
Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. Number 1, the Bulls.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
1:49 left in the third.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Punch. That was
bad intentions.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Collins. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Capella. Give him 8. Outside Maxey. 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Zach Collins. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Maxey.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Second shot opportunity. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Chicago, building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Lonzo Ball, and it's Money in at the power forward position. Pass to Grimes. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
Now here's Maxey. Collins finds Maxey. Left block shot on the way. In transition, here they come. Here's Skinny. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Andrews. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the Bulls making a change here. Dosunmu's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Tell you what, the way they've been eating up that offensive backboard in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Baseline jumper. That one a little long. The 76ers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Bulls substitution. Lee.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The Bulls shooting about 56% in this one. Lee, the pass to Ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lee's got 19 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Collins, no good.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Pass to Lee. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And so Capella will bring it up for Philadelphia. Collins outside. Here's Grimes. Maxey with it. 6 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. And he sinks the layup.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Takes a 13-footer. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
And even the players have expressed concern about load management. Are changes afoot, or is this the new normal, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think protecting players from injury is smart to do. But maybe the ticket sellers need to highlight the back-to-back games so fans are well aware that some players might be sitting.
Here's Dosunmu. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Assisted by
Ball's got his third assist of the night.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent at looking to get his teammates involved.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. Here's Grimes. Sinks the tray. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Ball passes to Dosunmu. Here's Lee. Collins defending. Here's Lee. And he makes it on the layup. Lee's got 13 in the second half.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Pass to Collins. Fader on the way. That won't go either for Collins.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Dosunmu, the pass to Money. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's the captain. Here he goes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Now here's ball. To the middle. Money. And Grimes pulls it down.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Pass to the captain. Now Drummond, covered by Lopez. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Now here's Ball. He's closely guarded. Here's Lee. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Mr. Moves has got 4 rebounds now. Offensive board. Pass to Carter. Here's Grimes. Now here's Drummond. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Drummond simply able to take on the tough defense and finish through contact because of his brute strength.
And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, do you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL. So that's huge.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he kept the opponents off balance all night long. Just swatting down shot after shot, disrupting their offense. He was a one-man defensive wrecking ball, and they never found a way around him.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Buckets passes to the kid. Here's Skinny. And the NBA's TV deal expires after next season. What are you hearing about where things are headed, Grant?
Well, B.A., the league seems focused on greater access for the fans, especially the cord cutters. So with more games on broadcast TV and possibly a streaming package as well.
Here's the captain. After the basket by Chicago. got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Count it.
John Collins.
Here's Skinny. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Buckets. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's the captain. And he banks in the layup. The captain's got 35 in the game.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Here's Lee. And the shot is good off the backboard. Lee's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The size advantage gives him a nice, clean look from mid-range.
Outside Carter. Pass to Capella. Here's the captain. Back to Capella. The kick out to Maxey. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Lopez. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Lots of tough places to play in this league, Clark. Which team you think has the best home court advantage?
Well, I think a number of teams would fit into that category. The Nuggets, because of the geography and the toughness of the altitude there. But the Knicks, when they're good, and there's a hard place to play. Portland, when the Blazers are rolling, is a heck of a home court advantage. Boston, with their history and the great teams they've had in the past and what they've had recently, those are some that come to mind for me.
Both free throws good from Maxey. And so here is Chicago. Here's Skinny. Pass to Buckets. Knocks down the triple. Buckets has got 18 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Collins. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Assisted.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Here's Skinny. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Grant, you had an incredible career. 2-time college champ, 7-time All-Star. But tell me where owner ranks in your career resume.
You know, B.A., it's very fascinating. The main reason I wanted to open the door for other ex-players to get equity in teams, I do believe ownership groups should involve ex-players and listen to us. You know, and I think that is where the league is ultimately heading.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's the captain. Cashes it in from 11 feet. The captain's got 39.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. The rebound by Carter. Pass to the captain. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. The captain's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. The Bulls shooting an efficient 57% tonight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And they have owned this team from start to finish, now collecting their third win against them and sweeping the season series against Philadelphia.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for lights out.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
And for Philadelphia, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Maxey. And the shot's good.
Maxey, an exciting player to watch. So unpredictably hard to guard.
Here's Lee. He's checked by Carter. Oh, there's the alley. The kid's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Skinny, the kid, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Andrew.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
Third team foul. At the line for 3, Carter.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Skinny. 23 seconds left in the game. Here's the captain. Pass to Capella. From the arc. The offensive rebound.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.